Hey, Jack, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
Oh, God. Hello, my name is NobleWolf, and welcome to this Let's Play suggested by my good friend Seri.
Hello.
Why are we playing this?
Interesting on Jack's playthrough.
I don't even know who Jack... I don't even watch that. So this is Doki Literature Club. This game may not be suitable for children who are easily disturbed. Let's go ahead. Individuals suffering from anxiety, depression may not have safe experience in content warning, please, yada yada yada. Well, I guess I can't play this because I have depression. But fuck it. Playing Doki Literature Club, we agree that you're at least 13 years old and contains explicit, highly disturbing content. I agree. Fine! This game is not suitable to children or those who are easily disturbed. Okay, that just can't... And the music is quite interesting, but... Why? Why am I playing this?
Just play it!
Fine!
Complaining.
I'll just call myself Jack.
Go with Jack, too.
I don't know. I just called myself Jack. Hey. Running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to the attention she might draw to herself. Okay, awkward. That is Shire, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you've never see yourself making today. Seri! That's you!
Fine, let me... when she gets up.
Well, we just walked to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired waiting for... But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk, and let's say, Ori, catch up to me. Yeah, this is totally you, Seri.
I overslept again. I caught you this time.
Read it, Seri! I'm not reading it!
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Jack.
Well, if people will stare at you acting like weird when I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something.
From me after all. Yes, you don't. You mean even if you want to.
I gotta turn you up, Seri, because this is really loud.
Yeah.
There we go. You're up. Keep reading!
I did read it.
You read this part because I don't want to. I'm already feel embarrassed.
Is he?
Yep.
We drive near the streets, speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Jack. Club to join yet?
A club? I told you already. I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
Not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of the many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about, Seri. Cyanide likes to worry a little too much about me, and when I'm perfectly content, just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh.
I was talking about how I was worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. It's really important to me, you know. I know you're happy now at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look into a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Just promise me you'll try a little.
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. I can't imagine you, yay. Why do I let myself get lectured by a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relate to her. I guess seeing her worry about so much about makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. I'm gonna turn down the music because it's really loud.
Go for it.
Much better. School day is ordinary. It's over, and I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for some motivation. Clubs! Sorry, no one's me to check out something. I guess I have no choice but to start with an anime club. Saori? I don't know how to pronounce it. Saori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
Coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out on, so I came in. You're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me. If it's going to make you late for your own club.
But you might need some re-encouragement, so I thought, you know
what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Saori. There is no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie.
Seri is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she is the only one who did because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the proposed club, she inherited the title Vice President. Okay. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Key made cupcakes for everyone.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sherry is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as planned everything out. Okay, I let out alongside. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
Fine. Why am I playing this? And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Oh God! I trajectory follows Seri across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third-year classes and activities. Seri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Members here.
I told you not to call me the new member. Yeah, I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Seri always says it's nice meeting you. God damn it. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Jack, what a nice surprise! Welcome to the club! All the words escape I don't know how to say it. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry? Natsuki? This sore attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
Know her when she gets moody.
Sayori says quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls.
Natsuki, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that! Yuri appears to be comparably more immature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Seri and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet you both. Why am I reading this?
You already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's nice to see you again, Jack. Monica smiles. God damn it! We know each other, well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. It probably is the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. Oh, God. So, her smiling at me genuinely feels a little... You two... I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Come sit down, Jack. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit with me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
I got a little too excited.
And how about I make some tea as well? I can tell she's the bored one. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sori mentioned, it's wooden, so there is no one space to Mononoke, to next space to Natsuki and Yori walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs the wrap tray and Yori opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I sit next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table and tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Woohoo! Natsuki flips the foil to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate used to make the ears.
Cute!
I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. I'm not reading the girls anymore. It's your turn, Seri. Sayori grabs one first, and Mononoke, I follow. It's
delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice she is sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you being me? It's not like I...
Haven't heard this somewhere before.
Anything.
I thought you were technically dead. Sorry, say. Seri?
Said, well, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
You know.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird lock and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot right next to the tray. You keep a whole lot of tea in this classroom. Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup a tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
Yeah, that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, the tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I can enjoy the tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monoki raised an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
Hang on a second. What made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monoki that I was particularly dragged here by by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun.
Okay, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any major clubs. Weren't you a leader of a debating club last year?
You know. Be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. Nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity of the prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Encourage others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. He's a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in your club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. I'm very interested in putting out all the effort to start something new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. To convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. School events, like the festival, much more... Ow. Anyone?
Let's do our best. You know what? Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Nanuki must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the new idea of joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Jack, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, I can change that. I can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build up deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship between him and behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed to be reserved and timid. Since the moment I walked in, it's obviously her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories can keep with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer could deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can't relate to minimal level. At this rate, Murray might as well be having a conversation with a rock. God. That's what I feel like. I'm playing a rock right now with this game.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that from Yuri. For someone.
I guess you could say that. But if the story makes me think or takes another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, that series started over for me for a split second. Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
Scrap paper behind last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back to me!
Cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Seri slides up behind him and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them! Yeah, not very confident writer, eh? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing the vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
You have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki.
I guess it's the same to you, Seri.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit down in silence for a moment.
I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Manuka.
And write a... Hey.
What?
Write a poem. Then, next time we meet, we'll share the poem with each other. Even.
Yeah, let's do it!
Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now, since we have a new member...
And he smiles warmly at once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Seri, I can't hear you.
That.
I still couldn't hear you. Hey, what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Sir may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Uh-oh. Aw, they look all so sad.
Sorry, I thought...
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Oh, God. That is... If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Oh, God. Right! Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, oh god! He thinks with his dick more than he thinks with his brain. Sorry, her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
And that makes it official. Your club.
Thanks, I guess. On a good note, remember today's the time, write a poem to bring to their next meeting so we'll all share. And I think he looks over at me once more. Jack, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah! Okay, I could really impress the star of Manuki with mnemonic poem skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri didn't clean up for their food.
Hey, Jack, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
Oh, God. That's right. Seri said I never walked home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for the clubs. Sure, might as well. With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. All the way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I ever be happy spending every day after school with the electrical club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Oh God! All right, I'll need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure their good fortune will find me. And of course, I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. Do I actually have to write the poem?
Unless you want me to tell you which ones to go for.
Alright, fine! Oh God. What? Seri? Are you okay? Hello? You're cutting in and out a lot. How about this? Type it down.
Hang on, what?
Type it down! Which word I should pick? Because I don't know. What?
Oh my God.
Ugh. 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 All these words. Words! They terrify me! Crimson.
Terrify me.
Crimson. Judgment Starsky. Crimson Judgment! Crimson Passion, Crimson Tragedy, Crimson Shame, Crimson Candy, Crimson Vitality. Tragedy. What now? Crimson Tragedy. Suicide, romance, marshmallow. God damn it. I'm being attacked by words. What's next, Seri? Cage. Inferno?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, go with Inferno.
Memory Sunset. Inferno Sunset. Sounds nice. Inferno Climax! It sounds so funny!
Go with Climax!
Inferno Climax! Inferno Climax! alone, comfort, fun, peaceful, raindrops? Why does this sound like a sex act now?
Go twirl!
Climax twirl! Inside lazy music. Music amazing! This sounds like a person who is really lonely. Performing sex act. Twirl nibble. Entropy, time, covert, play, fester, philosophy, embrace.
Hey!
What?
Disarray!
Disarray. Disarray, tears of happiness. No mouths under. Sticky! It has to be sticky! What?
Sticky!
Yes, sticky! Sticky broken. Doki, fine. Pout. Headphones. Fireflies. Fireworks. Fireworks.
There you go.
Party, cry, jump. Uncontrollable.
Controllable.
What? How much of a sex can we make this sound like? I think that unending marriage are the same thing.
Unending.
What?
Unending.
That's the same thing as marriage.
Ending. Or you call it eternity.
Dream or lust. Lust it is.
Oh, you can go with lust.
Lust beauty. Lust bubbles.
Right.
Lust explosion. Lust depression. Lust tenacious.
Lust explode, yeah.
Lust explode. Uncanny. Grief. Hope. Atone. Ribbon. Sings. Essence. Together. Wrath. Oh god. What am I doing? I don't know. Lust together. What am I doing?
Determination.
Determination, giggle, awesome, fickle, shiny, family, warm, fluffy, flower. I don't know. What am I doing, Seri?
Or shiny.
Despise silly bliss, scars, shopping, defeat, pain, hopeless, destiny, scars. Cheer, feather, heaven sent, heartbeat, infallible. Strawberry?
Yeah. Like you're stupid as hell.
Oh, hi again, Jack. You read? I can't. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I can keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. That was the last. I was. You read, damn it! I can't stop laughing.
Dude, your thing fell. Oh, there it goes.
I was the last to come in, so everyone else has already been hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Jack. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making a dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Of course, come on. He deserves. He deserves any slack. What? Seri told me that he didn't even want to join the club, any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Satsuki, you clearly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself struck between saying Manuki and manga. Manga, it's literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. This is best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting! And you almost set your house on fire once! Seri! Sayori! You are a horrible person!
That's so.
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
Come on, you and Jack can become good friends too.
Sorry! As usual, Seri seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into.
Oh, Yuri, even bought you something today, you know?
Wait, sorry? Me? Not really. It's nothing, really. What is it? Never mind. Seri made it sound like a big deal, but it's not really. What do I do?
Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
Seri, you never really think anyway. I'm being mean, and because you forced me into this! I guess that means you put me in to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise! It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Oh, yeah, I don't... God damn it! Won't make it a big deal if you want it to be. Alright, well, here. She reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't know if you didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked you up a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so you might keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? So she even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite I mentioned to reading. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. And enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read all about it in your own pace. I look forward to hearing from you. Oh, God damn it. I can't do this. Seri, I can't do this!
It sounds to me like you're getting a little too excited about it.
I can't do this! I'm trying to get through this! And I'm losing my mind here!
Keep going, I'll tell you when you get a good juicy part.
Oh,
like I said, I know what the hell's up.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Yeah, that's torch. Oh, God, that monster! He's down here with me? How am I seeing that guy?